Hello, my beautiful friends, my sisters, my brothers. Happy 2020, which means not only Happy New Year, Happy New Decade. I'm sharing this on my other page. Wow, that went fast. See how we manifest so fast in this new time, space era. I love it. So, hello. My name is Tina, and you haven't seen me in a while because I have been on and off sick in one way or another since, Thanksgiving. So I've kind of popped in and out, and that's some of what I want to talk about. But I'm also here because this being a little midweek check-in, which I always used to do in prior years, is a very significant week, which some astrologers are calling Tornado Week. So if you're just coming on, or if you are watching the recording, I would love to know how you are feeling this week. I'm going to share a little bit about how I have been feeling. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible because I'm in between sessions, and help navigate this energy for you. And if you're anything like most of the people I've been talking to, it can be a very high anxiety, very heavy time of struggle, well, look, we're in eclipse season. We got a full moon on Friday. So in the comments, they haven't come up yet, but I will be coming back even after the live is done. I would love for you to let me know how you are, maybe where you are listening from, watching from, and how you are feeling this week, how you are feeling in general. And I have a very powerful card, well, cards, but one in particular that is really going to help shed a little light. Okay? So, and then if you can share this, because I really think that this video is going to help people from my meditations, from being sick and having that time of total stillness and writing and having to really dive deep, because that's what this is calling for. I do have a meditation that is Friday that, as always, is recorded. So if you can't be live, you can just receive the recording right after. You'll receive a video recording and an audio of the healing circle, because we need to be immersed together and in healing. And it's only $15, and I'll put that link somewhere in here for you. They're very powerful transmissions, and it's also a way for you to shed off some of this heaviness so that you're jump-starting the year lighter and with a new perspective. So I will put that link in here. I'll also be launching my Goddess course again soon with amazing new speakers again, and I have a waiting list for that. Okay. Tornado week, not my term, another astrologer. However, eclipses in general, if you don't know, are about change, are about transformation. We're receiving massive energy shifts. I've been talking about this for a while, but you're going to be seeing different truths being exposed, things that are going to be coming out that, did you see the Golden Globes? Did you see Ricky Gervais' amazing monologue, which was like, wow, okay, yes, we are jump-starting and we are speaking some profound truths in an arena where, Goddess, do we need them? So no coincidence with that. I have it on my page somewhere, or Google it. It's worth that 7 minutes to, whether you know what he's talking about or not, and I know what he's talking about from living there for so long. We are in this time of massive shifts. So you might be experiencing irregular sleep cycles, crazy dreams. You're either not sleeping at all, or you are sleeping and you cannot wake up. You could feel like you're crawling out of your skin. You could be experiencing relationship changes. You may just want to be alone. Irritable. just feeling a heaviness. It's also, like I said, a high anxiety time. If you're not feeling this, wonderful. I feel like I went through it all already. And so now being immersed in readings and helping others, these are some of the things that my clients are coming to me or even colleagues saying, all of this. And as I've shared with you before, in my dreams, I am having, well, first of all, it's like I'm battling evil a lot of the times. And I think on different levels, that's what's going on, light and dark, duality. So some of that is what's actually happening. But then the other part of it is old relationships and things from my past where perhaps there's some residue that's still there. And I'm having to feel some old things that I either never felt, or it's me looking at it through a new lens because I don't want to carry that heaviness with me anymore. So this is a week, you guys, of self-care. It is so important that you take this just time off. It is so important that you nurture yourself in every and any way you possibly can. Slow down. Let's not start off the year like you're beginning a race and the gun just went off. Slow down. I just went through all of that being sick, and I shared on other videos with you guys some of what it felt like. Some of it was deep past life purging and cleansing. Some of it was ancestral cleansing, and some of it was time that I needed to be still so that the higher beings, my higher self, could integrate and activate the codes within me to spread my wings more, just as they could and will be doing with you if they have not or are not already. So the goddess that I picked in the card, in the first important card, is Akhilanda. This is Megan Waterson's amazing deck, which I highly recommend. And the Magdalene Revealed book of hers, already read it twice, incredible. But let's talk about why, of all cards this week, is it so important that we talk about Akhilanda? Well, first, I just want to quote Megan in the first thing here. Now, Akhilanda means the goddess of never not broken. The goddess of never not broken, which if you only look at it one way, could seem like, oh, it's not, I don't like that. Let's let that go. Who she is, she represents the essence of the phoenix. She's the indestructible energy that embraces change. She knows that everything is conspiring to transform her into only more love and light. And on the card itself, it says, everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become more love. So whether you're feeling the struggle or not, whether you're feeling the sickness or not, whether you're feeling the heaviness or not, in those times, Akhilanda comes through. These high beings come through to help you realize that it's when you are the most powerful. Yeah, you are more powerful than ever. You may just not realize it. She's the essence of the phoenix. She's coming through to let you know that you are the essence of the phoenix, rising from what? The ashes, rising from these massive energy shifts that are breaking you wide open, are cracking you wide open so that, as Rumi says, the light may enter. But let's go even deeper into that. What do we do on, I was going to say the spiritual path, but just in general? Do we want to fall apart? Do we want to be vulnerable? Or do we resist falling apart? Resist when the anxiety comes. Resist when the tears come. Now, if you are someone that willingly just cries, wonderful, I love it. But a lot of us, we put up those walls. We don't want to feel. We don't want our heart broken. I mean, who wants their heart broken? So when relationships change, when sickness happens, Akhilanda, the card for this week in this transformational massive shift leading up to Friday's full moon eclipse that they're calling the wolf moon, is that this brokenness, her name meaning, what did I say? The goddess of never not broken. It's not the broken that is weak. It is not the broken that is scary. It is her energy or your energy, because you're one and the same. Your higher self, the universal cosmos, wanting to tear apart the places that you're resisting, wanting to tear apart where you're stuck, wanting to tear apart your relationships that are toxic, your routines and your habits, wanting to tear apart your expectations that aren't serving you, wanting to tear apart where you're playing it safe, wanting to break apart where you're in your comfort zone. Let's take a breath. Let's slow down. Let me use my own advice because I'm getting up in my ministry here. But what I'm speaking is what I am living as well. So when I picked this amazing card with this amazing goddess who comes to us and she meets us from within, she's not spoken about a lot. She meets us at that time when we feel the most alone, when we are scared. But why? To remind us, I'm getting the goddess bumps, to remind us we always have a power to choose. So I ask you, what are you choosing? What are you focusing on? What are you choosing? What are you focusing on? Me too. When I was sick for so many weeks, it's so easy to just be focusing on the illness and the, is it an illness, and going to this doctor, Eastern medicine, Western medicine, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? And my dear friend Ade Anafawase, I hope I'm saying your name right, who helped me through these last few weeks. He said, where is your focus? What do you know to be true? I know that I am love, and I know that I am the embodiment of a power within me that only knows love and power and grace and wholeness. So where is my focus? And once you're in alignment with that truth, all the back and forth can stop. Because the back and forth means you're not focused in the right space, or you're focused on the outside and not the inside. So Akhilanda is coming through to tell us our vulnerability is our biggest strength. To focus on love and not fear. To let the patterns come up. They're going to. To let the thoughts come up. In this time, they are going to. But what do you do with them? Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. So in other words, anything that's happening is an opportunity for you to be more love and more light. I wanted to look here and see there was something else I feel like. Yeah, and this is Megan Watterson. We are here to let our ideas of ourselves go up in flames so that beneath the ashes, the soft core of who we truly are arises. It's not a time to be in battle per se. Your vulnerability is your strength. So by softening and feeling and leaning into the love and focusing on the light, that is what expands. And then the other card, which is so perfect. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And I will tell you that even in the midst, I'll just show you all those beings, animal beings, angelic beings, masters, galactic beings, ET high energy beings that are angelic. Yes, they are here, getting the goddess bumps again. You are not alone, regardless of what you're seeing on the news, regardless of what is coming up, regardless of the doom and gloom prophecies. You've been training for this for lifetimes. The love and light is already winning. And even if you're seeing the apparent darkness, it is all for you to be more love and more light, not the opposite. leaning and focusing on that power within you and realizing that it's in that brokenness that you're rising, that you are the most powerful. You just may not realize it. And I'm here to remind you because I had to be reminded myself. So yes, coming back to this week, this is your time for self-care. This is your time to slow down and lean into the sweet spirit within you, the goddess and God within you that already knows the truth, that that's where the answers are. And by that slowing down and giving yourself that space, you can walk into that space, become that space, and be able to do whatever is the work that you're doing from a higher place, from a more centered space, from a deeper knowing that you're rising and that these shifts are for the better. And then you are part of the collective of holding love and light on the planet and not the negativity and the fear that's so easy to get caught up in. So if nothing else that you get from this message, just think of this the next time you move into the negativity and you move into the fear. Then that is what's winning. And then you are adding to the pain of it all. Doesn't mean you can't feel it. Hey, I feel it every day. But it's where is your focus? Maybe you need to reach out to someone. Maybe you need to listen to something. Maybe you need to meditate. Maybe you need to get out in nature. But what is the predominant way that you begin to focus on the love and the light? That is the majority. It is the profound truth. It's the spiritual truth. Divine source, the creator, the creatrix, whatever you choose to call it, is all-knowing, is all-loving. And there's this divine order that trumps everything. So that needs to be the focus. It's also not something outside of you. It's something within you. So, as I leave you, again, there's the full moon meditation, healing transmission, healing circle. It's going to be different than the other ones. It's the first of this year. It's Friday. If you can't pay the $15, let me know. We'll work something out that you have some kind of exchange. I'm going to put the link here. I also have my Goddess program relaunching, where we dive into all of this on a way deeper level, but you have to be willing to do the work. And there's a waiting list for that. So, Akhilanda, maybe calling on her in that aspect of you being in alignment with your soul and knowing that your angels, guides, masters, they are closer than ever. But if you're not slowing down to connect with them, how do you expect for them to show up and help and support you? It's also a call for you to lean into the power that is within you. So essential. So I bless you. I hold you in prayer. I'll put those links for you. And I will be back. Don't know when, but I'll let you know. If you want to sign up for the mailing list, I am moving over to a new system, but just go to tinaandbilly.com. You'll see a link somewhere to type in your email. That way we can stay connected. You can get all my podcasts, my free meditations, and all that fun stuff. Sending you love and lots of light.